Good morning, students, and welcome to another digital classroom of St. Michael's Academy. Today, I am going to discuss about the kingdom classification of living organisms. It is very interesting, so let's start. In the year 1969, R.H. Whittaker proposed a five-kingdom classification of living organisms. Whittaker organized all living organisms into five kingdoms. They are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. This system of classifying organisms is widely accepted. Now see the classification. Organisms, two division, prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Prokaryotes are called Monera and eukaryotic can be divided again into two divisions, that is unicellular and multicellular. Protista is unicellular organism. Again we can divide multicellular organisms into two parts. One is with cell wall, another one is without cell wall. Without cell wall is called Animalia, and with cell wall again we can divide it into two parts. One is phototrophic and another one is heterotrophic. Phototrophic are called Plantae and heterotrophic are called Fungi. So the five divisions are coming: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. First phylum is Monera. The term Monera originates from the Greek word moneris, which means single or solitary. The kingdom comprises single-celled prokaryotic organisms that are microscopic. They can be seen only with the help of a microscope. All bacteria are grouped under kingdom Monera. Now, characteristics of Monera. The Monerians are unicellular organisms. They contain 70 S ribosomes. The DNA is naked and is not bound by a nuclear membrane. It lacks organelles like mitochondria, lysosomes, plastids, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, centrosome, etc. They reproduce asexually by binary fission or budding. See the diagram of bacteria. Capsule is a covering, cytoplasm is present, ribosome is present, DNA is present like this in this type of structure. This is plasma membrane, this is cell wall, and that is flagellum. And these are called phyla. Next kingdom is Protista. Kingdom Protista consists of very small single-celled eukaryotic organisms. They can be seen with the help of a compound microscope. These organisms, called protists, live in aquatic habitats such as ponds, rivers, lakes, and seas. Some may also be terrestrial. Protists are eukaryotes, that is, their cells contain a well-defined prominent nucleus. The cells also contain several membrane-bound cell organelles, such as mitochondria and Golgi bodies. Amoeba, Paramecium, and Euglena are the common protists. So, few characteristics are common between protists. They are eukaryotic, which means they have a nucleus. Most have mitochondria. They can be parasites. They all prefer aquatic or moist environments. See this? This is a diagram of protist. Nucleus. This is nucleus. This is flagellum. This one is flagellum. This is eye spot. And these are contractile vacuoles. This one is pellicle, that is covering. And this one are chloroplast. Next kingdom is fungi. First see the structure of fungi. This is sporangium. These are spores. This is the food source, and this one is called hyphae. So kingdom fungi consists of plant-like organisms that are mostly multicellular, non-green and non-photosynthetic in nature. Harsh weather and unavailability of food. In this case, the cell develops a hard outer covering called cyst. Within the cyst, the nucleus of the parent cell divides repeatedly, producing several nuclei. This is followed by division of the cytoplasm into several parts, with each part enclosing one nucleus. When favorable conditions return, the cyst breaks open, releasing a number of daughter cells from a single parent at the same time. So this is actually cyst-like structure, sporangia, and from these spores are coming out. Yeast are the only unicellular form of fungi. All other fungi are multicellular. Fungi are eukaryotic organisms and hence have a well-defined membrane-bound nucleus. So characteristics of fungi. Fungi are eukaryotic, non-vascular, non-motile and heterotrophic organisms. They may be unicellular or filamentous. They reproduce by means of spores. Fungi exhibit the phenomenon of alternation of generation. Fungi lack chlorophyll and hence cannot perform photosynthesis. The next one is kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae consists of multicellular organisms that are autotrophic in their mode of nutrition. They contain the green pigment chlorophyll, which helps them to make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Most of these organisms are attached to the soil by their roots. There is a wide variety of plants all around us, from the simple non-flowering forms such as algae and mosses to the complex flowering forms such as mango and neem trees. See the diagram. All types of plants has been shown. They have the following characteristics. They are multicellular organisms with walled and frequently vacuolate eukaryotic cells. These contain photosynthetic pigment in plastids. They are primarily non-motile and live anchored to a substrate. That means attached. Reproduction is primarily asexual or sexual. The last kingdom is Animalia. Kingdom Animalia comprises eukaryotic and multicellular organisms that show heterotrophic mode of nutrition. They feed on either plants and its products or the flesh of other animals. They are able to move freely with the help of their limbs. All animals are divided into two groups, invertebrates and vertebrates. Invertebrates without backbone and vertebrates with backbone. So classification of animal kingdom: vertebrates, animal with backbone, and invertebrates, animal without backbone. Invertebrates may be divided into these parts: Porifera, Arthropoda, Annelida, Helminthes, Echinodermata, Mollusca, and Cnidarian. And vertebrates may be divided into fishes, amphibia, reptiles, abyss, and mammals. Characteristics of members of kingdom Animalia are: they are multicellular organisms which do not possess chlorophyll. They are eukaryotic organisms. Cell wall is absent. Mode of nutrition is heterotrophic, that is, they depend on other organisms for food. For subject-related doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. We also welcome your responses by way of your views and feedback on the PPTs or videos at feedback.stmichaelsacademy@gmail.com. Thank you, students, and have a nice day.